Explosive Diary of Explosive Diarrhea, the Diablo 3 version, Part 2. Okay, so first of all, just touch briefly upon this post on the official forums general discussion. Somebody named Yolanda is saying, does Jay Wilson even like Diablo 2? Well, Jay Wilson is the producer, he's the director of the Diablo 3 game. And he has come out with a lot of interviews, and usually in his interviews it's always saying what Diablo did wrong, what people didn't like about it, and it's just funny because Diablo 2 is this game of the year. You just watch the last post, see how much Diablo 2 was actually it was actually a very popular game and top game. So in this post, this person named Yolanda, is saying, why does Jay Wilson come out and in his interviews just keep saying what Diablo 2 did wrong when, he's making Diablo 3? Why does he even like Diablo 2? And this person saying it's obvious his job is to fix where Diablo 2 might not be stellar, but it feels like he didn't enjoy the game at all. Going from what he said from the playtime, he only ever had 2 higher level characters, a barbarian and necromancer, who only has 1 of any character. I couldn't tell you how many characters I leveled to 85 plus, multiple of every class. It seriously feels like he was wanting a different game than Diablo 2 altogether, and that's what we got. Does he even like Diablo 2? Obviously, he doesn't even have the playtime to have played during when it was really popular. So the next post touches on the games that Jay Wilson, who's the director of Diablo 3, that these are the games that he was directing during that time. So this person says, it lists all these games from what years he was directing in them, and says, now which of these titles is related to Diablo? Well, I actually looked one up during the time Diablo 2 would be produced, and I was shocked that it was a first-person shooter. But anyway, that's besides the point. I just thought I'd put that up there. The next one is when Diablo 3 was first advertised that it was going to come out, there were people that were upset, and they were upset because they said it's too colorful, and they called this controversy the Purple Penguin controversy. This is a Diablo 2 website that actually has changed its name, but it used to be one of the top Diablo 2 websites. A few of the key events that transpired during just June, July, and August 2008. The splash screen countdown drove the community insane, and then at the Paris WW2 event, the too colorful controversy began and never ended. So it's never ended. A few of the Diablo 2 team dared to comment on Diablo 3. Bayshock made his debut. The Activision Blizzard merger took place. Caption this, came to Diablo 3. Diablo 2 returned to the best-selling list, and Jay Wilson did more than a dozen interviews about GDC. Now, what does that mean? Too colorful content. People were upset that what was advertised when it first came out was too colorful. Diablo 2 fans. Now, what were they upset about that was too colorful? It was this. This is what was advertised when Diablo 3 was first announced. This is what? And then this is what was too colorful. Look at this. This is too colorful? This is what people, Diablo 2 players, including me, were saying that was too colorful. This was too colorful. Okay? Now, that was in 2008. Now, fast forward to when the game's actually released. This is how colorful the regular game is. Let me turn this down a bit. This is how colorful, let me even maximize the screen if it'll work. This is how colorful the actual Diablo 3 game is. Do you think they're listening to their Diablo 2 fans? I don't know. Now this is the actual Diablo 2 cow level. Now let me just put the mic up to the speakers, because I'm really a total noob at creating these videos. Hold on a second. Can you see that carnage? Can you see just exploding cow bodies everywhere? See the carnage? 1 second. Yeah, there they explode. Yeah, awesome. Blood and guts everywhere. Blood and guts. Yeah, awesome. Holy shit. Holy shit. Now that's a freaking level, right? I mean, look, it's a 8 people cow level run. So 8 people can join in on this mass cow annihilation with exploding cow bodies. Okay, so those were the type of people like me, Diablo 2 player, a Diablo 2 player that were expecting something like that in Diablo 3's release. So let's look at somebody like me, like this. I'm max screening it, so. Okay, this is me. This is like me. This is what's happening. Oh yeah, yeah, awesome. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's sweet. Look at that. Now, look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Does he remind you of anything? Oh, we just saw. Let's just see this dude in action. Okay, this dude. Guess what? Where did that come from? Let's go back to this dude. Okay, yeah, exploding bodies. Look at the dude. Look at this dude with the wand, man. Look at the carnage. And yeah, awesome. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now we go back to this dude, and let me just rewind it a bit. These are Diablo 2 fans. They're not. I don't think they're Diablo 3 fans, but that's getting ahead of myself. I think these are Diablo 2 fans that are like, oh yeah, Diablo 3, right? Yeah, let's look at this. Diablo. They're pumped about Diablo 3, and I think in here you might be. Let me just fast forward this a little bit. Oh, there you go. There you go. Awesome. We can't wait until Diablo 3 comes out, right? Look at this. Look at this. This is awesome. Let me just put it full screen. Okay, see that? All that meat, that freaking awesome meat, that explosive meat, media. That's gonna explode everywhere. Like this dude. Look at this dude. He's got his wand. He's got all this shit set up, and he's pointing at the meat. It's like, fuck yeah, that meat's gonna go everywhere. It's gonna be explosive like this, right? Like this dude, right? Oh yeah, look at that meat and fire and bones and skeletons everywhere and spears shoved through. Yeah, yeah, that's what we call the cow level. So yeah, it was this dude here, and let me just play a little clip of this. Yeah, this is what Diablo 3 should have been like, right? This is what Blizzard should have hired back the other guy, the Bill Roper, and should have built, or at least try to build something similar to that. Anyway, these are the Diablo 2 fans. You can see, I think this is the same video, just showing that they're all ready for that meat explosions. Now let's see what Jay Wilson and Blizzard did. Okay, first of all, let's go back to the fact that there was this controversy here when it was released. I mean, when it was shown is that it was going to come out. The advertisement was a controversy called the Purple Penguin controversy, which was that it was too colorful, right? So the Diablo 2 team, yeah, they just said Diablo 3 was too colorful, and that was for this, right? For this thing, this is too colorful, right? This barbarian video is too colorful, right? So so did Jay Wilson listen to that? Did Blizzard listen to that? Hell no. Shit. Hell no. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? And then went on to take the meme, the very thing that was advertised about Diablo 2. Remember, the Diablo 2 is, Game of the Year by Academy of Science. And guess what they did to that? They were like, oh, you don't like the fact that we created a cartoon graphics to your Diablo 2 game? Well, and Diablo series? Well, you know what? Not only will we say fuck you by creating this type of graphics, cartoon graphic, worse than what was advertised and what people were upset about in the first place. Not only will we do that, we'll fuck up your cow level. And guess what we'll do? You complained about how fucking cartoonish that it was. Well, we'll release it with more cartoonish, and then we'll say fuck you. This is a fuck you to Diablo 2 players. That's what this is. This is a joke. Do Diablo 2 players think this is funny? And they were like, oh yeah, that's freaking hilarious, man. They took the meme, the very thing that made, that was advertised for Diablo 3, and we just made it into, look at this fucking thing. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. We did what? Look at this. I typed in baby on YouTube. Look.